Crux Game Studio presents The Hospital. They're developers from Crypt and best experience with headphones. Thank you. Crux Hospital. I just bright now using the bar above until you can barely see the word Crux. This is barely for me. But on stream, I'm pretty sure it's a big fat 0, so I have to put it somewhere around here. When the virus got me, I was hoping I could be among the majority who got only mild symptoms and recover quickly, but my conditions grew worse day by day. I checked into the hospital last week, barely able to breathe. I paid a lot to get a private room, and I was lucky to manage to find one. There are no vacant rooms in the hospital across the country as the pandemic wreaks havoc. It's a pandemonium out there. Literally, a pandemic. So many sick people, so many dying, I feel like I've become a number, a statistic. I think I'm growing sicker, I feel faint and weak all the time. Yesterday at night, I had to increase my oxygen intake. I heard them talking about having to put me under to intubate me if my condition gets worse. What if I don't make it? It'll be a horrible way to die alone in this room! I was never a believer in God or in heaven or in hell. I wonder what happens to a person after they die. I've never really died before, or never really stopped to think about it until now. I guess I was too busy playing Bloodborne, living life and chasing shadows to think about death. What do you mean you're chasing shadows? I'm feeling weak, so weak. I think I'll sleep now. Can barely breathe. And that was last time I saw. Amen. Am I dead already? I'm up! How am I up on my feet? I can't remember getting out of bed. Hint! Walking around using WSDT, look with your mouse, observe your surroundings by clicking on objects in the world. The game says automatically, you don't need to save the game to resume where you left off. Thank you. Oh, but I can't run. The clock doesn't seem to be working. Oh no. Why are there vuvuzelas every time I do something important? My bed looks as if it was recently made. When did it get off to it? Who came in and made it? I don't remember any of it. The rest of the room looks neat too, as if the room was recently vacated. I spent days on this bed struggling to breathe. It feels weird to be up and about. That's because you're up and about forever. The bathroom door appears to be locked. The person out there cast a shadow through the door. Maybe a doctor. I need to find out what's going on. Why do you assume that person is a doctor? Where is everybody? When I checked in here, the corridors were full of activity all day and night, filled with nurses and doctors and patients. Well, if we're in Canada, most likely everybody just left the hospitals. Nobody wants to work for minimum wage now, do they? Looks strange, there are no signs. I could swear there were signs beside the door. Cardiology, obstetrics, radiology, etc. Why are the windows opaque? I can't see a thing through them. They must be saving performance. God, even hospitals can't afford an extra 5 frames nowadays, can they? When I checked here... Nurse's station, just look at the plant. When I checked in here, struggling to breathe, there are 2 harried but kindly nurses. What is harried? Like a rabbit harried, or do you mean hairy? Nurses sitting behind this desk, answering calls, filing papers, welcoming patients. They sure had their hands full. God, I wish I could have my hands full with them. No luck. Didn't these doors open up to a lobby with elevators? What would have been my way out, except it looks like I can't live this way. I should probably find another way out. It was only in. Once you enter, you can't leave. Observe precautions, stay safe. Clean the virus. The virus is on the world. Clean your hands. Clean your hands. Clean your hands, stop the house from running away, trade with each other your Pokemon cards, and then shake hands. In front of the stop sign. Okay. Wow, what a weird building. It's like half of the rooms lost their space. Look, that's odd. There are no room numbers on doors. I'm pretty sure I'd seen the room numbers when I checked in. It's good for the fire thingy. Huh? Oh. Everything is locked. Boo! Are these patient wards? Or are they deserted? There's gotta be someone, a nurse or a doctor who can help me and tell me what's going on. They can't. Doctors and nurses can't work for minimum wage anymore when they can just... What? It's on the other side of that store. Oh boy. This room looks like this one I was in. But it's a mess. Okay, don't talk about dead people like that. It's a mess. Oh, it's even wet. Oh, Jesus. How awful. That's some kind of stain. I guess the bed wasn't cleaned after the last patient departed. Oh no. That figure. That sound came from out there. What, the nurse wants me to clean the bed up? That's not my job. Even I don't want to do that. That figure was on the TV. It reminded me of... No, it can't be. I must imagine things. Maybe that's why this whole thing is some lucid dream I'm having while my body lies in some kind of coma. They comaed me. Forever. Oh. Nice swanky hip sway. Hopefully she doesn't turn into an Aztec and gets a giant hand, right? And that's 2 hours of verbal diarrhea. What, you're gonna complain about this now? No dead people on it? Oh. No! Could that be me? It's locked. Who shut the door? What was that, the corpse in there? It is a dream, it's growing increasingly disturbing. Then control your dream, man. It's not that hard, lucid dreaming. Is someone toying with me? Am I being led? That figure I saw... What do you mean you're being led? Shut the fuck up, you're not that hot piece of ass. It can't be her. Those feet, I can't recognize them. This is a dream, a nightmare, rather in which I'm trapped. How can it be her? What, she's the one who gave you the virus? Your girlfriend was... Did you open? I like how she's leading me on, you know, quote unquote. Oh! What? How did I get here? I recognize this place. The fashion, the way things are arranged. This looks like the apartment where I used to live, except everything looks abandoned, gone to rot. There's something on the table. Well, I can't see now, can I? Hi! Nice of you to switch on the electricity. It can't be. It can't be her. I can't see her face, but I'd know her anywhere. How is this possible? She's been dead for years. For 4 years. Nia, is that you? That familiar silence. Ah, she liked to not answer you a lot, I see. This is some monstrous dream. Memories of those horrific events that 4 years ago are coming back to me. The doubt and the guilt that have haunted me since. Could I have saved her life? Could I have done things differently? And at what cost? I'm sorry for what happened, Nia. Only cold silence, as per usual, illusion of choice. What does she want? A bare mascara? Nia? Am I going crazy? Or is this some fever dream seeded by my past while my body lies wasting away on the hospital bed? Wow, the photo, Nia. I remember this picture. We had taken it out by the beach just after yet another bitter fight. She was 24, but then she had already begun to show increasingly frightening signs of the mental illness that would later consume her. Erratic, violent shifts in temperament, brooding silences, fixed stares, an obsession with my whereabouts, self-harm. I tried to get her to help. She refused. When it was clear she was becoming a danger to both of us, I ended our relationship. Okay, is this Crimson Snow Part 0? What is it with all these games and guys that instead of getting help for somebody with mental illnesses or reporting it, they just like, you know, run out of the relationship? What's up with that? And it got worse, a lot worse. The phone calls, the stalking, the threats on Christmas. And finally I woke up one night to find her standing over my bed. Literally on my bed. Staring at me, her dark eyes empty, unreadable, her mouth stretched in a chilling grin. And when I saw what was holding her in her hand... Well, don't leave us hanging, man! Don't leave us hanging, man. What about what did she have in hand? A knife or a gun? The worst point in our relationship. She ripped it up in a fear when I ended up relationship. What is this doing here? How do you know she ripped it up? Armchair. Why can't I inspect the black couch? This furniture, the couch, tables, all props from a past I much would forget. It's a dream. How does it feel so real? I can smell the rotten, vile smell. No, this makes sense. This apartment, it was where she and I lived together before it all went to hell. Lovely wallpaper door. A wheelchair. What is this place? It's a horror game. There's a wheelchair, man. Keep up. We talked about this. Horror game equals the wheelchair, right? Nothing else. Nia. They're just like every other horror game protagonist guy nowadays. Instead of calling the people that need to take care of people with mental illnesses, we just run out on you. We don't have the emotional bandwidth to support you, even with a phone call. Would have abandoned the dead body here. That's me. I abandoned it. The stench is terrible. I should move on. Symbolism. I should move on. Can I electrocute myself? No. It doesn't budge. Why doesn't it budge? Ah! Ow, Nia, careful! Oh man, oh that hurts. She's doing this. I don't know how. She's toying with me, my favorite. I must find a way out of this nightmare. Well, here's your way out of this nightmare. Why is that plastic bag so tiny? I like how everything has a blood splatter on it. Huh? Did I miss a jump scare? Because I was making... Am I missing out on jump scares? Oh, secret ending, right? No, never mind. What is this, like a loading screen? Yeah, sure, an extra loading screen, why not? On that night 4 years ago when I woke up to find her standing over me, she was holding a knife. As I watched, she raised it and held it to her own throat. She said, "I don't want to live without you." Before she could hurt herself, I leaped at her, grappled the blade away and subdued her till the authorities arrived. I should have done this before, but I didn't. They put her away in an institute, a mental hospital. And a week later I got that terrible call. Instead of visiting her and supporting her or anything, I didn't have the mental bandwidth. I couldn't change her in the end. But she changed my nightmares. Oh! Why are your toes colored in pink? Nia, oh god! Why did you do it? Why did you have to go like this? They told me that you wrote a note in your last words. What do you want from me, Nia? I did what I could. Why are you tormenting me? Did I? It doesn't seem like I did anything except quit a relationship. Instead of bad dads, now we have bad boyfriends. Who apparently don't know... Hi, Nia. What do you want from me? I think of that note you left, the last words you ever wrote. What, you can teleport? That's the words? You wrote, "I'm never gonna let you go." Ah, she's a fan of Elsa. I know those words were meant for me. Is what this is about? That if I'd done things differently, perhaps been more compassionate, you might still be alive. Wow, she was a professional athlete as well! What, I'm stuck inside a loop? I'm back in my room. How'd I get here? Nia, the bed I was lying on, fighting for my life, am I well? In my world, am I still trapped in this nightmare? What do you think, idiot? Do you need a bathroom? No. Do I dare go outside? What will I find? A bustling hospital through that glass that is not there? Smiling faces tell me I'm better and I can go home. or shadowy halls haunted by my past. Am I in a coma trapped in a body that is wasting away while I suffer a fever dream born of guilt? Or am I dead, and this is my afterlife? These dread halls and a tormented soul stalking me for all eternity. I guess we'll never find out. Because apparently I woke out for the... You know, this is just like Inception. You know, it's not like my bed is fully well done. I got out, there's nobody outside anyways. Thank you, Crux Games, for that game. Version 1.8, I guess they had to update it at least 2 times in order to make it work or something. Okay, well, G2G, thanks so much. Music and sound engineering by Oblivion, you mean the game or the movie? Of course the game is count too big, honestly. The game is about 600 megabytes. 600 megabytes? Never mind. Review the game, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna review the game. Here's my review of the game. It's a game. It's a free game. That's about it. Oh, beautiful Nia. Horror Girl Hair, that's literally the name, Horror Girl Hair. Life support, dress, that's me. The dead man. Honestly, I think the best part about the game is just like how compressed it is. You know all those cliche games where you just walk down the corridor and boo at the end? I think the best part about this game is that it's literally the game, the boo, the psychological horror, and like you know, it's like hyper compressed. Instead of spending 20 hours walking down the corridor, it's a 20-minute game, not even 20 minutes, maybe 15. It's a 15-minute game where you just walk down the corridor. And you get this.